Hi everyone, this is the 102nd video of the ACT Math Practice Problem series, and here we have a nice problem from the concept of ratio and proportion. As I always recommend, before seeing the solution, you can pause the video and give it a try yourself, and after that of course you want to match with my solution. So let's get started. Here the question says, if x plus 3 and x plus 2 and 3 times x minus 7 and 2 times x minus 3 are in proportion, then the values of x are which of the following? So clearly we can see that there will be two possible values of x, right? So that means we will eventually end up with a quadratic equation, and from there we have to find the values of x. So now if these four numbers are in proportion, we can say that the ratio of the first two numbers will be equal to the ratio of the second two number. So can we then write it like this? And if we cross multiply, we are going to get something like this. Now let's get rid of the parenthesis and do the multiplication, and then let's bring everything to the left hand side, and from here let's simplify and see what we get. Well, we'll have a negative x squared and then a positive 4 times x and a positive 5, and from here if we multiply both sides by a negative 1, we'll have positive x squared, then negative 4 times x and negative 5. And if we do the factoring, we are going to get something like this, and from here we can say, well, then this is actually looking like x minus 5 times x plus 1. And from here we can easily say that x is going to be positive 5 or negative 1. So we have the two values that we needed to figure out. One is the positive 5 and the other one is the negative 1. And if you look at our answer options, we have positive 5 and negative 1 under option K. So option K would be the correct option. Also, you should remember to check the values of x in the denominator to make sure that the denominator does not become 0. So here in the first denominator we have x plus 2. Now whether we use a positive 5 or a negative 1 for the value of x, the denominator is still not equal to 0. And similarly on the second denominator we have 2 times x minus 3, and there again for the value of x, if you use positive 5 or negative 1, it will not be equal to 0. So we are good with both the values of x, but sometimes there may be a situation where you may have to discard one of the values, right? So be very careful, but in this case we have both values acceptable and we have already selected the correct option. I hope everything made sense. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.